Hello students, in today's class we will be seeing what a noun clause is. If you remember, in the last class we have done subordinate clauses, we have done coordinate clauses. Now, the noun clause is also a subordinate clause. And what is a subordinate clause? It is a clause which has a main clause and it has a dependent clause. Now, the noun clause does the work of the noun, and the noun is normally the subject or the object in a sentence. Therefore, let's see how the noun, which is the subject or the object in a sentence, functions as a clause. Now, the noun clause will do the work of the noun. So let's see what is the work of the noun. If we see in sentence 1, you will find that the noun clause does the work of the subject. The noun clause does the work of the subject. And if we see an example, what the English teacher said was very inspiring. Now, if you look at the sentence, was very inspiring is your main clause. Now, what was very inspiring? What the teacher said. Therefore, what the teacher said is doing the work of the subject. Here you have the English teacher as a subject, said as your finite verb. Since the group of words is doing the work of the subject, we call it the noun clause. Therefore, the noun clause functions as the subject of a verb. The noun clause can also function as the object of a verb. Now, let's see how it functions as the object of the verb. He hopes that he will win the first prize. Now, he hopes is your main sentence. What does he hope? That he will win the first prize is the object part of my sentence. Therefore, again over here, he, subject, will win, finite verb, that he will win the first prize depends upon he hopes. Therefore, in this sentence, the noun clause is functioning as the object of a sentence. Therefore, you see that here it's functioning as the subject of the sentence. Here it's functioning as the object of the sentence. Now, the noun clause can also function as the noun clause can also function as the object to a preposition. Let's look at this example. Do not believe in what he says. In over here is your preposition. Do not believe your verb. Do not believe in what he says is your object. In this case, it becomes object to the preposition in. Therefore, your noun clause can function as an object to a preposition. We have another one. The noun clause can also function as object or complement to the verb. Now, complement to the verb means the verb which has an incomplete predication. That means we need something to complement the verb. Therefore, as an object to or as a complement to the verb, again you will use the noun clause. Now, life is. If I write life is, this verb is does not make complete sense. We need something more to add meaning to it. Life is what we make it. So therefore here you will see that the noun clause is functioning as a complement to the verb. Because if I say life is, it does not make complete sense. Therefore, this group of words having your subject, having your finite verb, making complete sense with this part of the sentence. Therefore, you will find that the noun clause works as subject to the verb. The noun clause works as object to the verb. The noun clause can do the work of object to a preposition, and the noun clause can also be complement to the verb. Therefore, the noun clause does the work of the noun in the sentence, and as I said, the noun is either the subject or the object. And we have seen that clause, group of words having a subject, having a finite verb, but not making complete sense on its own, depending on another part of the sentence or the main part of the sentence or the main clause to make complete sense. So that's for today's class, the noun clause. In the next class, we will be talking about the adjective clause. Till then, bye-bye.